What's up, guys? Boom. Hey, it don't matter how fast they are. Get the ball in the glove, catch it clean, and get it out across the field. I'm gonna throw you out by a half step. I'm waiting for you to get close. It's like that. Let's go. Hey guys, it's story time today inside of you. I got a really cool story for you guys. I think you're gonna enjoy this story. So back in 2015, I got drafted with Cincinnati. I show up to Arizona. It's a bunch of us college guys, maybe a few high school guys. We're all in Arizona. A lot of the Dominican players are there as well too. We get there so that these coaches can kind of assess who's going to go to short season rookie ball and who's going to stay in Arizona in the Arizona League. And so most of the college guys came with me. We went up. We got shipped to Billings, Montana. I had a manager in my first season, guy by the name of Dick Schofield. Dick Schofield. All right, man, look the guy up. The guy's awesome. He's a great dude. He ended up being my manager in, in Double-A in Pensacola, and also being my manager for one season in Triple-A. Love the guy, great guy. I need to call him soon. Haven't talked to him in a while. But man, Dick Schofield really gave me some things on the infield that affected my career in a very positive way. And so a little bit about Dick, man. So he was a 14-year shortstop in the MLB, in the big leagues. Played for the Angels, a couple other teams. Spent most of his time with the Angels, I think. And so, man, me and him used to joke because he really didn't have a ton of tools. You know, he could run a little bit. He was a decent athlete, but he didn't have any crazy power. He didn't have any crazy arm strength. He didn't have any crazy speed. What he made his money doing was being a consistent shortstop and catching the ball and throwing the ball and making the routine play. Okay, and he coached that way. He coached us to be like that, to where I got to make the lineup every single day. And every coach is like this, by the way. So any young infielders that are currently listening, your coach has to make the lineup every single day. Okay, and when the game's on the line and we need a play made, he wants 9 guys out there that he trusts are going to make the routine play. He don't want the guys out there that are going to make the web gems. That doesn't matter at this time. So man, just little hats off. Don't matter if you're a catcher, if you're a first baseman, if you're an outfielder, if you're a middle infielder, get good at making the routine play, guys. Hitting's cool. Putting up power numbers are cool. Having a great OPS is great. Okay, yes, that's going to add value to you. But when that coach got to make that lineup, he's going to put your name in when he trusts you. Okay, and that's just the fact of the matter. Okay, so get your coaches to trust you by getting really good at making the routine play. So Dick gave me a couple tips that really made the light bulb go off for me as an infielder. And when I say these tips, you're going to be like, man, that ain't that cool. But at the end of the day, man, baseball's a tough sport. It is a very mental game, and you got to keep it simple. And Dick had gotten really good at keeping things simple. So he gave me a tip one day. He said, hey, Trahan, he said, he called me Bayou. Okay, everybody called me Bayou in the Reds organization. That's just a quick story. That's just a quick detail of the story there. So he's like, hey, Bayou, he said the ball only goes into an open glove. I'm like, duh, coach. You know, I didn't call him coach because we can't do that in the professional system. But I'm like, duh, Dick. Everybody knows that. He's like, nah, you don't understand. He said the ball has eyes. Okay? And if the ball doesn't know where to go, it's not going to go in the glove. And so what was he trying to teach me there? He was saying that, hey, you got to get the glove presented early. We don't want any late, violent actions in the infield. We want everything to be early, to be soft, and to be smooth. Okay, so that's what he was teaching, glove presentation. I've taken that a little bit step farther, and I'm gonna give you a little insight of what I teach to middle infielders. And figure out, like, this is just like a little quick tip that's going to really help you. So I'm going to stand up here. So what is glove presentation? It's making sure that my glove is presented before I go down and catch the ball. I don't want any late, fast actions, okay? I want everything to be nice, early, and smooth, okay? So most people, from what I know, teach glove presentation is like, hey, get the glove open, show it, and they teach it right here, okay? I call this alligator mouth, okay? I try to get infielders away from being alligator mouth, okay? What I teach is something along the lines of pinky to pinky, okay? I try to really groom infielders to catching the ball on the left side of their body, okay? At some point, we may have to get rid of this baseball pretty fast. We're going to have to make the routine play, okay? It might be Ellie De La Cruz running across the field, and we got to catch it and get rid of it, and we do not want to rush. We need to figure out how not to rush. The easiest way not to rush is get really good and be really precise in catching the ball on the left side, okay? I want you to watch. I'm going to glove presentation off to the middle of my body, okay? That's glove presentation. As soon as I take this glove and I rotate it to the left, boom, we're there, okay? So as I'm feeding infielders ground balls, okay, I want to see wide hands and I want to see pinky to pinky. I teach infielders to catch the side of the baseball. We're going to present. We're catching everything to the left right here in this action there and then through, okay? So that's where we are. We're going to go pinky to pinky presentation, catch the ball right here off the left side. Okay, we're not presenting here. Ball's going to go to an open glove, get it open, and we're working here to the baseball and through the baseball. Let's go.